This is so cool. 434 subscribers this morning. Hello and welcome. Hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season. I am George Slackegg, also known as
the one and only.
It's a Friday morning and it is almost spooky out here because it's not that early, but it is so quiet. Can you guess what Friday morning this is? Well, this is Christmas morning.
The one and only.
Where the hell did that come from, you might ask? Well, it was one of those moments when I was looking for some branding ideas for my channel and decided to leverage my unusual name, which is also my channel name. While I'm not really the only George Slackegg in the world, I'm probably the only one on YouTube. The crazy year 2020 is almost over, and it gives me reason to reflect on what happened both in my little world and all around. So there's always a silver lining. So join me on my ride. Edmonton, Alberta, Christmas morning 2020. Looking at the North Saskatchewan River on Christmas morning. Would you call that a white Christmas? Well, not green, that's for sure. I've had this YouTube channel since 2014, but I only became serious about it this year. In 2019, I was experimenting with short comedy clips based on phone scams. It was a good way to learn some basic editing skills and a lot of fun.
I have $120,000 at the Guggenheim art sale. It says banana.
Hell no! I could buy bananas across the street from my house for a few cents.
Let's get this fixed. Please punch in your ATM card number for me now.
Okay. Then Barbara and I went to Colombia for a couple of months just before the pandemic got serious. And for the first time, I posted videos regularly during that tour. Those videos were an attempt to document our tour and perhaps inspire others to tour by bicycle who might otherwise not consider it.
Uphill, downhill.
It should get better here because we've been told it's flat. Yeah, we've been told many things, but flat is so far the best we've had.
You don't have to be wealthy, young, or even in top shape to go on a bicycle tour. Almost everyone can benefit from traveling by bike. When I started making those travel videos, I was inspired by some very successful travel vloggers like Bald and Bankrupt and Sorel Amour. Needless to say that I didn't have the skills nor the best equipment to make top-grade videos, but I think my Colombia videos are still worth watching. Since March of 2020, I made it a point to post videos twice a week with the intention of taking it to the next level and eventually have a monetized channel that will allow me to tackle projects that seemed out of reach at that point. There were weeks when I had little or no work because COVID had shut everything down. I used the extra time to put more effort into my videos and as a result learned a great deal. The learning process is still ongoing, and that's perhaps the greatest source of motivation for me. But it wouldn't be possible without a great audience. Going into this, my audience was tiny. Some videos were not even getting 10 views after they got published. But I also had begun to understand that there are millions of videos on YouTube, and it was going to take time to develop a successful channel. Channels like Brian G. Johnson, the guy with the 2 poodles, and Think Media were helping a great deal with their guidance, reassurances, and motivation. Gradually, I upgraded my computer, my camera, our studio setup right here, and my skills. Gradually, my audience also grew. Today, I'm at over 430 subscribers, and one of my videos has been watched 10,000 times. I'm extremely grateful for everyone who spends their time watching my content, and especially those of you who have subscribed. My videos vary a great deal. Some cover bicycle building projects I've done. Others take you along on bicycle rides, and others again recall a bicycle tour from a book I've written. There's even a video on how to make Italian-style pizza.
Giorgio Pizzeria, Georgia, yes, the one and only.
What I'm mainly about is getting the most out of cycling without necessarily going broke. All my bikes are inexpensive rebuilds that I've created myself, largely from used parts.
The part that takes longest are the lugs and the small spaces between the joints.
My touring bike initially cost me under $100, and it has served me well on numerous tours in Mexico, Central America, Colombia, and Canada, totaling well over 20,000 kilometers. Nobody knows what the year 2021 is going to bring, but you can rest assured that you'll find me right here on this channel, riding, building, and fixing bikes while telling you about the bicycle tours I've done. Bicycles have the potential to benefit a great number of people once they open their mind to using them, not just for recreation, but also transportation. I'd like to contribute to this, and that's why I'm into making videos about cycling. But my videos aren't just for hardcore cyclists. Many of us own a bicycle or two, but some haven't ridden theirs in a while. Let's figure out together why that is. For those of you who hate cycling and cyclists, as unlikely as it is to have you in my audience, I'd like to hear from you too. I bet you too once experienced the thrill of riding a bicycle when you were a kid. But something happened since then, and it's probably serious stuff.
I discovered a Trailside Memorial. I want to show you. See, there's a bench here, and this bench was placed here in honor of Alex Thomas Hogg. He only lived from 1987 to 2012. Somebody loved him. It's beautiful how they put this up here. And see, when you turn to the side, they lit a candle for him. There's the Santa Claus, and they're sharing this with everybody. See, there's free chocolate. Our loved one Alex loved chocolate.
Thank you all for supporting my channel. I sincerely wish everyone a happy and prosperous 2021.
Well, I'd like to take the opportunity to let you know what you can expect on my channel during 2021, at least what I have on my mind so far. And as you probably understand, there's always going to be some changes because things change around us. 2020 has been very different from what I thought, but at the beginning of 2020, I never really thought I was gonna put so much time and effort into making YouTube videos. But I set myself this goal and see where I can take it in a year, and if I could manage to get enough subscribers to actually earn some money making YouTube videos. So far, I'm still kind of far from that, but at the same time, I'm almost halfway there. So it is motivating. It is motivating enough to keep this going. And of course, I have some ideas of what I'd like to do with this channel. As you probably noticed, it's much about cycling. I love cycling. I love bicycle touring. I love road cycling. I like going on the narrow tracks too, but I'm not a single track guy. I like to crank out the distances. You know, I have another road bike frame in the shed at home, and it's got a cracked lug. It's a Bianchi. Not the highest end Bianchi, but it's a nice one. So I think it deserves to be fixed, and that's one of the things I'm going to show you as it develops. Of course, it's a bit more involved. You know, I now have to get a torch. I have to probably practice brazing quite a bit. I'm quite good with the plumbing pipes, the copper pipes, you know, soldering those. So in my mind, it's very similar, but I could be totally off here. I'll try it though and let you know how it goes. And another thing I really wanted to do for a long time, and in 2021, like, there's really no more excuse if I'm going to get serious about this. I want to get a unicycle and learn how to ride that. And you know, I'm not 20 years old anymore, so I have to find a way that'll work for me without taking out my bones for good. My bones aren't any fragile or anything, but yeah, you know, I really don't want to kiss the curb too many times. And then there's usually always one big bicycle tour in a year for us lately, and 2021 shall be no exception. So we'll see what the coronavirus brings, how much longer this is going to go on. But if it had to be, it's going to be here in Canada. We have on our mind maybe a tour in Germany, France. My parents live in Germany. They're in their 80s and they're overdue for a visit. So we're going to plan our tour probably around that. Another idea was Thailand. And then of course there's Mexico. So we'll see what happens. I'm at Churchill Square. That's where Edmonton City Hall is. That's where all the decisions are made about how much money is being spent on bike lanes and on bike paths, and also, of course, how the roads are being constructed and configured. And I wish I was more of a political guy, because it's worth to get involved in. You know, we have a great need here for better cycling infrastructure, and I want to be part of that process. The way I do it right now is to make videos and hopefully get some people on their bikes. So if you haven't ridden your bike in a while, try it out in the winter. It's really worth it. So that was my Christmas morning ride. I think it was a good way to spend a couple of hours. There's one more thing for 2021 that I'm really excited about, and it's only a few days away, if you can trust Amazon. I've ordered a drone. I think it's a Holy Stone something 700. So you will see drone footage of me riding the bike and the river valley in Edmonton, pretty soon. I hope you'll check it out. I'm excited about it.
I'm excited. Happy New Year. See you soon. Tada!